Meanwhile, Soulcycle's slogan is "We aspire to inspire." Now, the cycling fitness gym with a cult-like following is aspiring to raise a huge amount of money, filing for an initial public offering. Soulcycle raked in $112 million in sales last year, up nearly 50% from a year earlier. The company is profitable to the tune of about $25 million. That's about $4 million per gym, or as Soulcycle calls them, studios. So Soulcycle coming to a stock exchange near you. How do you think the stock would do, Bill?
It's hard to say. I think it's a bit of a different model than maybe some of the past gyms where they kind of try to pack as many people in as you possibly could, right? And hopefully people don't show up, but they pay. I guess I'm a little worried that you see all of these. I know there was an article, I think it was in the Wall Street Journal the other day, is just, all these different types of, and I don't want to call them fad gyms, but I look at my neighborhood and you've got, all these different, I guess, high-end gyms all over the place. When does the cycle turn, no pun intended, on that whole idea?
So you think it could be fad. Do you go to Soulcycle?
I don't.
I didn't think so. Catherine, do you go to Soulcycle?
I don't, but I know people who have their birthday parties at Soulcycle. It's not just the place they like to work out.
Right.
If you can go ahead and make working out look so appealing, like this exclusive club that people want to celebrate their birthday there, I think they're going to do pretty well.
I know. It's definitely well known, and it's been doing very well. But connect the dots for us on an economy that we continue to see with headlines that are sort of two steps forward and one step back. We saw that again this week with the GDP. Sure, we had growth, but it was below expectations. How do you characterize things right now?
Well, with Soulcycle, this particular...
Not necessarily the economy in general, because Soulcycle is also another indicator there, because people are not going to pay up for these gym memberships if, in fact, they're worried about their job and their overall economic story.
I think it's an indicator that high-end is doing pretty well.
It's high-end.
Exactly. It's a high-end thing. It's an exclusive thing. So obviously they're still doing fine. I think they're going to continue to do fine. But yeah, for the everyday Americans, the non-Soulcyclers such as myself, I mean, not so much. It's going to be something that they're going to be spending.
So we were talking about oil, and you were mentioning the supply part of the story, but there's also a demand part of the story, and whether or not we actually are going to see an economy that justifies higher oil prices or just the opposite.
I don't think so, because of, like you mentioned, Iran, if we're going to be getting more supply from there, and also solar energy. There's a huge push, especially with even the government saying, hey, you need to use more solar energy, even if people would prefer to use oil. So, I mean, obviously, it's always going up and down with that, but I don't think it's going to get better anytime soon.